Hello and welcome to a very special UKVersus episode. Uh, we have been sent some lovely product by UVS, the brand new Yu Yu Hakusho set. I am very hyped to get into this after doing the reveal season, after seeing other people doing it. Our box looks a little bit different than theirs. I don't know what quite's going on. Do you have any idea, Richard?
I think it's because you're a massive spoon and I've pulled out the wrong box.
I see where I made my mistake. Let me just,
Yes.
there we go.
There we go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
That's the up-to-date box. The lovely orange trim.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah, just thanks very much to UVS Games for sending us this to crack open for you guys and see what we pull. Obviously, I have guaranteed a chrome.
again,
We'll see if I was just talking nonsense.
Richard's guarantees do not reflect UKVersus. So, for those people who have been living under a rock or haven't watched any content in the last month, the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament set releases next week. And following the release, there will be events happening all over the world for the release of the event, where you'll take part in sealed play. And if you win one of those sealed play events, not only do you get a fancy alt art UR that's only available through those events, but you get an invite to the Wish Tournament, which will be a webcam event taking place on the 9th and 10th of March, where the best of Yu Yu Hakusho Sealed will be taking each other on using characters from this set, but cards that are available in Standard. And the winner has the option of one of every product released in 2024, an experience at Gen Con where you get your Gen Con entry and a meal with the team, or you get to create a character card, which to me seems like the obvious choice, but other people have.
It's the greatest prize in gaming, man.
Yeah.
Like creating a character, having a face or likeness or whatever on a card it's the greatest prize in gaming. So
Hey, exactly, being a playable character in the game just seems really, really cool. But I'm really excited to get into this. Before we get into it, Richard has said he wants to put 6 packs aside for us at the end to do a sealed pool.
yeah, just to give people some ideas of like our thoughts on how we go about building one, because obviously, hopefully, you're going along to all those, your local game store. So this product is only available in local game stores, so you won't find it in like your WalMarts and Amazons and so forth. It'll only be available in your LGS. So go along and support them. If you want to find out where your local sort of dark tournament release tournaments are, go to play.uvsgames.com. That's the UVS Games sort of play network. That's got a store finder, an event finder, so you can find the events for you. If you're not signed up, go ahead and sign up. And if you want to put who sent you, if you'd like to put content creator and then put either UKVersus or that Dabby guy that helps support the channel, that'd be really great.
And you'll get some additional points to spend on redemption promos, which is a whole different thing.
Yeah, so as part of that, as when you create your account, that'll let you take part in events, let you find the events, and every event you take part in, you'll get some participation points effectively, and you build those up on your accounts. Then you can trade those in for some promos, which they'll UBS Games will send you free of charge. A really cool sort of like loyalty system. And yeah, if you put our details in that who sent you, then you'll get some free bonus ones and help support the channel. So that's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to do before we do the 6 sealed is, because of the limited nature of the play of this set at the start, is when we've finished looking at a pack, talking over what our draft pick would be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, first, just sort of my first impressions of this. Like, I know there were a lot of people that were unsure about the whole, like, the orange bar, the UniVersus thing. I think it really pops. I think, going from Jetband to this, it may just be the color schemes they picked, and like kudos to their art design for picking color schemes that work with the orange, but it really pops. It looks really sweet.
Bakali Yona, if you go to my HLC interview, you'll see you are correct. If I get a character card, if I get a character card, I want the title to be Dabby Guy, and I just get to interact with other copies of Dabby.
Yeah,
I really like the design of the box, you've got Kurama on one side, you've got Yosuke on the other, which they're showing their fan favourites. Tihei is great, but he's a tiny little guy that has anger issues, and Kurabara quite rightly gets the least amount of space because that's what he deserves.
So in terms of what's in these booster packs, so in a box there is 24 packs.
Yep.
Each booster has 12 cards this time. So going from sort of 10 we had in set 1, we went up to 11 in set 5, which was an extra character. These have 12, and as you'll notice there, those packs are sort of crammed in as they're a bit thicker than usual with that extra card, which is an extra reprint slot. So there are, I think, 35, 39...
35 retro reprints and time-shifted cards, 5 of which are only playable in retro and Spotlight.
Yeah, so there's 5 special ones, and they are very obvious. They have a really unique art design on them. So they are reprints from the original Yu Yu Hakusho set.
They also have the original Yu Yu Hakusho symbol, as opposed to the Dark Tournament legal cards, which have the Dark Tournament symbol just in inverted colours.
Yeah, so those ones are there's only 5 of them. They're very, very powerful cards and not the sort of cards you'd want to bring back into standard. But yeah, they're available for those retro players or collectors amongst us. And then the other ones are reprints from that original Yu Yu Hakusho set, but are legal in standard. We've got the boxes I've seen so far. The sort of distribution wise amongst them, that it looks a lot improved from set 6. So we now
have eligible for redemption rather than the skull, which I think we also had in Jetburn.
So usually you get around 6 ultra rares amongst the packs. You should get 1 secret rare per box, and so there's no XRs in this set, much to Mr. Hardiman's chagrin, I'm sure. But they're in terms of like the whole set, but there are character XRs still, which look to be about 1 per box.
And there's alt art URs.
Yes, there are XR versions of the secret rares you can pull. So all of those secret rares that have the nice gold border, you can get borderless with the kanji on them as XR versions. And there is a handful of the ultra rares in this set that are available in alt art form. They look to be very rare and not a guaranteed per box. Probably on a similar rarity to an XSR, so maybe like 1 per case sort of thing. But yeah.
So from what I've seen from Tim and David and Charles openings, and from the video that UVS put up with Levi, not UKVersus, UniVersus put up with Levi, it looks like you still get the 6 URs, 1 XR character, 1 SR, and that's it for guaranteed. You don't you get your XR character, and that's it for XRs.
Yeah,
and of course you get your time shifted stuff. But
I believe the time shifted, the special one, the retro.
They're very rare.
I believe they're 1 per box.
That'd be cool. I hope we get To-Go Brothers. I haven't seen that pulled yet, but I might just also not have paid full attention.
So back at it, 5 in chat is asking, is secret rest or guaranteed? So pull rates are never guaranteed in boosters. Yeah, they cannot guarantee them because there's always collation issues possible, and it's never a perfect science. However, from what I've seen, obviously there were a few hiccups in set 6. They are much improved, and all the boxes I've seen so far opened have been like perfect distribution. What I've heard is like the packaging obviously looks great.
Yeah.
They've changed printers from the United States printer they had for set 6 over back to the Japanese printers. I've heard the card quality is much better. They're thicker. They're back to that thickness we had in the first 5 sets. And there's been no collations or printing errors. So, massive kudos to you guys.
Outside of what we've already been made aware of course.
Yes. So yeah, massive kudos for them for getting that sorted out and making it a much improved set from the few hiccups we had in set 6. So that's a really positive thing. But yeah, the packaging looks really good. We've got the pull tabs back.
Yeah, a nice little burn on Charles Barkley there that did the entire pack raw opening them until I pointed out the little tab is now back, which is really cool. I love the orange on the dark one. I think this is a really cool contrast of colours. The packaging looks very well designed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I say, the orange pops, and then that's what they wanted, and I think it really worked.
Yeah, and again we got Yusuke front and center with the spirit attacks. We've got a nice big Kurama because best boy. We've got Hihei looking stoic. We've got Genkai doing the stuff. We got the 5 main teams, and we got Kurabara down the corner with the smallest one because that's what he deserves. If anyone wants to question me on my Kurabara hate, it has to do with stuff that happens after the Dark Tournament. In the Dark Tournament, I think he's actually pretty cool. It's the stuff after the Dark Tournament that makes me hate Kurabara. Beautiful. But I think that's enough foreplay. Should we get on with the main event?
Absolutely. So yeah, so to begin with, I guess we'll go through reasonably slowly and go through the commons and uncommons, and then as we get through, we'll sort of speed through those and get to the the hits at the back sort of thing.
Right, left or right?
Chat, what do you think? Left or right?
Where are we starting? First person to go in chat gets to decide where we start. Cause
come on, left or right? Left or right? What do we think?
This is where everyone got hit with the... Okay.
Right, there we are. Black Alien 5, which I believe is Oscar Barfunkel from Discord.
Ah. I was worried everyone just got hit with ads at that point. Oh, I missed that. I missed that from Jetbone, just being able to rip down the side.
Mm.
Well, didn't miss that.
Technical errors.
Technical errors. So we start off with an unsettling aura. 2 cost 5 check, 1 mid block with commit. This attack gets -2 speed. If you have 6 or fewer foundations in your stage, it gets -3 instead.
Just a nice defensive piece, right?
I mean, it's a Karasu card that's designed to just do it, but it's got the evil symbol, so it can be played on Elder Toguro. It's early game. It's -3. -2.
Yeah, and late game it's a 1 mid block, right? Early game you get it in your stage, it's a -3, keeps you alive, and then late game it's a 1 mid block. So yeah, solid.
Exactly. And I mean, a 2 diff -2 speed on evil is something that's been needed for a while.
Usually you want that on a 1 diff, right? So commit for -3 is a 2 diff.
No. Nice try, graceful maneuvers are both 2 diffs that do the same thing.
Well, they do more, right? But anywho's, yeah. So yeah, it's solid. Good early game defense, nice late game block.
Exactly. Master of 1,000 Faces, 1 cost 5 check, 2 low block with enhanced flip. If either player has discarded a card from their hand this combat phase, this ranged attack gets +2 or -2 damage.
It's just all in on whoever, the kits that are discarding stuff like that.
I mean, it's got Void, so Bakugo 4 plays this for days.
Yeah, if he needs the spam,
it's got solid, Chaos, so you can use Asui or Suzuki, who are both got nice discard mechanics in play, and Chaos and all both have discard mechanics in play. It's just a nice flip -2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seems decent. First attack being 45% power, 4 cost 3 check, 2 mid block, 4 high for 4 damage. A charge slam with if your rival has 4 more foundations, draw a card. So the majority of the time, it's just draw a card.
Yeah, just like it's basically a future charge almost, right? So
yeah, no, it's draw a card on evil. It's this. I think this does find a home in Shigaraki 3.
Yeah,
but
possibly.
I'm happy to be told I'm wrong on that one. Unmatched quickness, 1 cost 5 check foundation with a 3 high block with the enhanced. If you have 10 or less health, this attack gets +1 or -1 speed. No committal cost on that.
It's very much, again, that's locked to those characters that want to do that thing where and actually burn themselves down, or else it's just not going to be consistent enough.
I can see a few 7-handers running this because they know 1 or 2 attacks gets that.
Yeah, maybe if you need to double up on your quick to act type effects, But like it's sort of a Hiei card, or I don't know if there's some sort of Mr. Compress deck out there that sort of uses all of Hiei's kit and then just kind of gets to a point where you're just like, well, okay, burn myself down, we're going in.
We have technically a Chew card, but it's really a Yusuke attack. Spirit Uppercut with a 4-cost free check, 4 low for free, 2 high block with this attack gets +1 damage for each card with Spirit in its name in your card pool, and it's a punch.
Yeah, Spirit Try will pay off.
Yeah.
At the later, but like, I guess if you could make this like a 4 low 6, then it's fine, right? Is it each other or is it each?
Each. So it's immediately a 4 low 4 because it will count itself, won't it?
Yeah. So it's just like an end of the chain kind of. Yeah. As Black Alley says, mini funny punch.
It's got life on it, so it could find a home and overhaul life punches. It's got good, so Mirio could play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very pretty art. So we've got Arrogant Fighter, a 1-cost 5 check, 2 low block, with a static effect of after this foundation is destroyed, seal 1 rival foundation, enhance mill 1.
Kind of blank.
If
you're self-destroying, if you're doing the thing, then it might be useful, but
it's got death, so if Shoto 4 finds a way to consistently destroy foundations, that could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, conceivably.
Hey, it's one of our cards. Let's start. So, set the record straight. A 1-cost 5 check 4 mid block with enhanced. Discard 1 card. This attack gets +2 damage. So this attack gets -2 damage, minimum 1.
Okay, yeah, discard a card for a -2 damage, pretty solid. Like, okay, I can't block, so I'll use these resources in my hand to just DR you, and survive the turn. So
it's got Earth, so this is just easily going into Kurobawa because Kurobawa wants to just make sure all your attacks do no damage.
Yeah.
Malefic Grenade, a 5-cost free check, 4 mid speed for 5 damage, 0 low block. Mwah. We love a 0 low block. Enhance. Discard 1 momentum. This attack gets +3 speed. If it deals damage, your rival destroys 1 foundation. It's a ranged tech.
Yeah, I think the big like draw here is that 0 low block, to be honest, and as long as you want the other stuff. But yeah, like the other stuff's fine. But like, if you need low blocks, this is probably a good one to have an option.
A 7 mid for 5 that destroys a foundation on Death, Evil, and Fire seems very cool. Yeah. Childlike Appearance. This is one of David's cards. A 2-cost 4 check with a 2 high block with Destroy. Discard momentum. Reduce this attack speed to 0. If it's blocked, commit 1 rival foundation. That's choice committal.
Yeah, solid reset. You never go wrong with resets, really.
I would love if this was playable while committed, like Citywide Crisis. But it's got on the Chaos Order and Air symbol. I think this might find a home in like Hawk's Order. Yeah,
possibly. You reduce it to 0, swap it. Okay, I don't have to block.
Yeah, and then I've used my once per game, but I've now got all my other stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
So we've got our attack rare, which is Armor of the Phoenix. It's a very yellow card, but it's a 4-cost, 3 check, 2 low block, 4 high for 4, with a static. While this card is in your momentum, add it face up. Well, when this card is added to your momentum, add it face up. Enhance from momentum. This attack gets +1 speed. Enhance. This attack gets +2 speed. Only playable if you have at least 1 momentum.
It's nice. Like, obviously very good in the character that does the thing, which I can't remember the name of, that starts with a momentum face up, right? The armor of the...
It's good. It's a good piece in himself.
Yes. So just, effectively at the start of this says, all my attacks get +1 speed, and all the further copies of this card get turned on automatically because I start with that momentum. Yeah, pretty good.
It's a very cool foil patterning. I wish, though, it more like been along the wings rather than just like a plain foil pattern. Then we have Massive Blow as our time shifted card. It's an attack common. It is a 5 cost free check, 3 high block, 3 high for 8 with Fury, Powerful 3 and Stun 1. And discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If your printed health is greater than your rivals, this attack gets +2 to its powerful rating and your opponent flips 1 foundation.
Yeah, I mean, it's slow, but it does do big damage.
It does do big damage. And if you play it in things like Overhaul at the end of a string, it's a 3 high, which is kind of hard to block later on down. That would be coming at you for 10.
Yeah.
And then our character is Younger Toguro, one of the more powerful characters of the set. A 6-hander with 32 health.
I don't know why he's got so much health.
Because he's a big boy.
Yeah, but why can make him 6-hander? Anywho.
Because he is the big bad. He earned all this ability, all this OP about power through trauma. But yes, response once per turn, unless you have a random spirit gun, of course. After your attack resolves, build it face down. Your rival builds the top card of their deck. Enhance, your attack gets +X damage. X equals half the number of foundations in your stage rounded down. So, the fact you can force your opponent into deadlock is a big thing that Toguro is going to...
And he just gives all of his attacks just big damage, right? So...
Yeah. Late game, it kind of reminds me of All for One. Apart from that, this is kind of... When you're doing All for One at 9, you're going, okay, everything gets +3. When you're doing Younger Toguro at 9, everything's getting 5. Everything's getting 4. So that's immediately better value. And then if you're doing it at 10, you're immediately getting 5.
Yeah.
And this doesn't say non-throw.
Yes.
Back alley just caught on as well. It doesn't say non-throw.
Yeah, and just being able to clear progressive for free effectively once per turn is just very, very good.
Yeah, and if you get a random spirit gun down, you can do it twice per turn because it does have evil. But hopefully we'll pull a random spirit gun and we can actually talk about that because that seems to be the card that everyone wants to play at the minute. Starting off with Best Boy, Spirit Beast Pooh. A 0 cost 6 check foundation with a +3 mid block, standard stats. After you block with this card, build it committed. It's an ally, and it's a 6 check. Yeah, no, that's just a decent spam foundation.
I mean, you're not necessarily going to want to block with this often because it's got that big old 3 mid, but like if you can get away with it, then great. And like certainly a thing you'll notice from this set, especially with set 1 rotating, is the power level of our 0 diffs is going to go down quite a lot, which is definitely a good thing. Both the power level and like the choices, really. You know, we're losing a lot of those sort of...
We're losing release.
Spams, the release, requesting, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Chaos got hit hard. Chaos's defensive power went down a lot. Shapeshifting Decoy, a Elder Toguro card. This is a 5 cost free check, 1 mid block with powerful 3. It's a 6 high for 4 damage, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just a decent attack.
And again, you'll see plenty of these. These are like your draft placement commons, right, and uncommons that are very vanilla. They make getting into it and understanding it a bit easier in terms of like, you've got these kind of vanilla cards without the kind of, the sort of rules overhead to them. So they make things a bit more accessible, which is good. And, I think all characters have at least 1 or 2 of these. But yeah, we can maybe sort of speed through a little bit rather than sort of going through our cards, just go through anything that's sort of notable, I guess.
Banshee Shard Shriek, it's a 0 cost 5 check with flip after a weapon attack is played, it gets +2 to -1 damage. It's a weapon foundation itself. Seems decent.
Yeah, straightforward spam.
Acrobatic Style. Tenacious flip after a rival foundation is committed by your effect. Ready this card. Yeah. Unmatched Quickness we've done. Spit Uppercut we've done. Enormous Ass is apparently one that people have been a lot of fun with. It's a 3 cost 5 check. After this foundation is destroyed, build the top card of your deck face down. And enhanced commit, this attack gets plus X damage. X equals the number of face down foundations in your stage. Again, does not say
It
non-throw.
doesn't say non-throw, yeah. So yeah, you can just sort of make big throws.
Bending Blade is a 5 free check, 5 mid for 6, 2 mid block. With if you have not dealt damage this turn, change the zone of this attack. This attack cannot be partially blocked.
Yeah, so you just try and call them on what you think they've got, right?
That's decent. I'm just gonna cut through to like the back cards now because, like I said.
Oh, it looks like we got a hit here because that's our retro reprint.
Yes,
right?
we've got a retro, which is Hatefish. I do like the fact they've updated the art on Hatefish a little bit because that's the old art and that's the new art.
Yeah, and obviously all of this is, I believe the same was from the first EU set. It's all sort of shots from the show, so
this is from the fight with Rando. This is a 1 low for 7 damage, double the next speed or damage bonus this attack receives. Only playable if this attack is immediately preceded by an attack on a face down card. If your rival is at desperation, this attack gets +2 speed, and it's an ally safe. So for those who do not know what safe is, it means that your opponent cannot play a reversal attack after this. There's no reversal.
If you don't know what reversal does, you don't need to. It's a retro only thing. Learn about reversals when you go playing retro.
For now, it's reversal. It's retro only. We have Kurobara Swordmaster. It's Kurobara. He has a sword. He makes sure he commits foundations to make sure your attacks don't do anything. And we get Trace Eyes. This is probably one of the money cards of the set. In all honesty, it is a 4 cost free check, 4 low for free, 2 mid block, ally echo ranged tech, so it goes in any one on these symbols. And it has 1 enhance that says you may destroy 1 foundation to pay the echo cost of this attack.
Just to clarify, it says ready foundation. So that is important, right?
You may destroy 1 ready foundation to pay for the echo cost of this attack. That's just free profit.
Yeah.
That's just
basically if you've got any way of putting damage on this bad boy, then it's very, very good. Because and you notice they've supported Echo quite a lot in this set, so there's 7, I believe, Echo attacks. So they're all going to be very, very good. So whose card is? I don't necessarily know the lore here. Trace Eyes. Whose card is that one?
I believe
is that linked to a character?
I believe this is Karasu.
Okay, I'm not sure. Again, some of them I know are obvious ones, but I don't know. But yeah,
Karasu. Yeah, Back Alleys is confirmed. It is a Karasu card.
But yeah, if you can put stats on it, then especially the damage rate.
It's got range, so Mina 2 is definitely an option. And you can play it with Learning to Harden, which means you destroy it for the echo and you get to draw a card. That just seems fun. So I'm just going to cut straight to the back because we can go through. We're meant to be doing draft picks, but I completely forgot. But we can go through.
I was going to say, but I didn't want to interrupt.
So it looks like we've got another UR or special card. So
yes, you'll notice that the sort of your big hits, so your ultra rares, your secret rares, your alternate arts and stuff come behind the character this time.
Yeah. So we've got Human Hunter, which is a time-shifted card, which is legal in play. Commit after your attack deals damage, your next attack gets +2 speed and +1 damage. I mean, if you're going on your kill turn and you've got enough foundations already, let's go. But this does feel like a sealed card to me because it's a +3 low block, which in sealed you always want low blocks. But it's a very common card. We have Karasu, which is a very good character in my opinion.
I think he's fun. I think he's just sort of one of those. Okay, how do we break this puzzle? Like, how do we fix this puzzle?
I'm sure someone out there, like one of the big old heads, is going to do it. And then we get the double Tornado Fist as our second UR. We're back-to-back URing here.
So that's Jin's UR, right? That is Jin, isn't it?
Jin's UR, it's another Echo. It's a 5 cost, 3 check, 1 low block, 4 high for 5. With this attack speed cannot be reduced below printed as it's static. Enhance, this attack gets plus. If this attack's speed is 6 or greater, it gets 2 damage. And enhance, if the top card of your discard pile has Tornado in its name, draw 1 card.
And it's got, is that Echo it's got?
Echo and Punch, yes.
Yeah. So this is just a lot of stats on 1 card, especially for Jin, right? Because he gets to put 2 speed on it for free, so he gets the 2 damage. He then echoes it, gets another 6 high for 7. If he can get the momentum, then that's just it's a lot of real estate.
Oreka 4 has air,
right? Possibly. No, not every UR is Echo. I believe there are common, uncommon ones, maybe, or maybe at the rest. I'm not sure, but yes, it's yeah. They are not all the ultra rares are Echo, and not all Echoes are ultra rares. I do believe they might be rare and upwards, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I believe we've got a bit of child aggro. But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's only 7 of them. We've obviously got more than 7 ultra rares in this set anyway. But you don't want to put Echo on everything. You don't want it all over the place, or else it just becomes probably a bit too toxic. But like having a bit more Echo in the game, a bit more Echo support for those characters, but you want to do it. You know, the likes of Mina too, that really likes to have Echo stuff and gets the flip stuff in her card pool. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, not every UR has Echo, but it is an underutilized effect that seems really cool. But yeah, the power scaling of this set compared to Jetburn and Undaunted Rage feels more like the original MHA set. It seems like a massive shift in power.
I think in the right areas, like I think,
yeah.
Again, I think things require a bit more thought and stuff in order to do stuff here. Like it's not just like herder put release in deck. It's yeah.
Oh, I should just quickly go through and make sure that we haven't skipped. I think Chrome's replaced the character card now, don't they?
Quite possibly. I think we should show off some of these commons early on as well, but just sort of go through them.
Yeah, I've already cut to it. We'll do it in the next pack. So, Toguro Dominance, a 2-cost 5-check foundation with response destroy. After your rival plays an ability on an asset or foundation, destroy it. Very similar to the Toguro Brother ability of the action. And Team Toguro Enhance, flip your rival discards 1 momentum, only playable if your team has the Team Toguro trait.
Yeah, so you'll notice this on a few cards. So certainly a bunch of the characters have, obviously they brought the traits in terms of like in set 6, all the characters now had traits, and obviously the Dark Tournament being a very team-based sort of anime. I know there's like Team Urameshi, Team Jiguro, Team Raiko Yukai. So all the characters will have a team. I don't know if all of them do, but most of them do have a team affiliation.
They should all have some kind of team alliance, yes.
Yeah, and there are assets and foundations that have team specific enhances on them.
Yeah.
So
our time shifted card is Mop Strike.
This is one that I think is going to be everywhere. This is one of the better ones in that.
You might be confusing it with Awe Strike, but Mop Strike is a 4-cost, 1 mid-block, 4 high for 4, with enhanced discard 1 card, your rival discards 1 card, random card, both players draw a card, and if your rival has discarded a card this turn, draw 1 card.
Yeah, this is bonkers.
Yeah, and it has Desperation 3, which means once you hit Desperation, you can pick it up with Face Wings.
Yeah, so Desperation is obviously something that's been brought back in, which is if you're at less than half of your life total, so effectively quick to act sort of thing, you get to play at the difficulty of the Desperation value. So normally it's a 4 diff. If you're less than half life, you get to play on 3 difficulty. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
as long as they've got
discard 1 and you draw 1 and you draw 2.
Yeah, so as long as they've got a card in hand, right? You get to randomly discard something that they might be sculpting or get rid of the block they were holding, and they get a random card. You then get to draw a card and get a filter. And card filtering is very good. So if you're going on a turn, digging for something, Like this is like again replacing that kind of Future Strike sort of oiling the machine type card,
The
right?
big
This is
thing is the bottom enhance says not, it doesn't say this enhance, it says this turn. So
yeah,
if you play multiple mob strikes, you just get to draw one regardless.
yeah. So if they even if they run out of cards in hand,
Yeah.
you can still draw a card off it. So yeah, a very good card that I think will see a pretty large reasonable amount of play.
And we have Shishi Wakamaru as our character. I think this one's a little nuts because it just has the form commit removal momentum. The next card you play this turn passes, no check required.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Mina 1, but with more. You don't have to have a poor check to make it work.
Yeah, but you do need to get momentum, which is definitely a cost, right? I think this guy's cool. He isn't necessarily one that I think is going to be the most competitive out of the list, but he gets to do fun things, right?
Well, you've also got the enhance once per turn, add one card from your hand to your momentum.
Oh yeah, he does have that. So he gets the momentum for free, sure.
And he
but
has
like
air,
again,
chaos, and water, which have great momentum outs. Great ways to get momentum in there. Great throws.
It feels a little gimmicky. I'll be honest. Like playing free momentum is really nice. So, but that does effectively, obviously, make him a six-hander. That playing off progressive once and just getting it for free, just again is nice. But that's all he's doing. So yeah, I don't know how sort of competitive he'll be, but he'll be. You can do some cool things with him,
definitely.
Right?
You can definitely do some cool stuff with him. And I imagine in the sealed environment where you're going to be able to do cool stuff off symbol as well. So immediately starting off with one of our spoil revealed cards is Stumbling Warrior. 2 cost, 5 check, 2 mid block with flip. Your stun attack gets +1 speed and +2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Decent card.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just call out card names. It's quick. I didn't need to go through all the text. Obviously, people that see like the text all these cards. If chat wants to discuss a specific card, obviously call it out. That we can always go through that. But go either look on the UVS website for the card galleries. That's all up there. Or there's the deck rules up there. So that's like UVS Ultra or the other one UVS.cards. Is it UKVersus.cards?
Yeah.
And which will have all the cards in there, so you can always go check them out there.
Splatter Drop, which is one of our free checks. Unsettling Aura, Arrogant Fighter, No Restraint, Spirit Sword Swipe, which is going to cause a few people to stutter. Call of the Reaper, which is one of Shishimaru's cards. Paying the Cost. Double Sword Style. Genkai's Spirit Gun is our rare, and look how good this card looks. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a 5 cost free check, 2 low block, with 6 mid for 5, with powerful 3. And if this attack is not completely blocked, add the top card of your discard pile to the top of your deck. So if you check a 6, you go fully block this, so I'm going to check another 6. Mm-hmm. Genkai Enhance, change the zone of this attack.
To either high or low, right? Yeah. So, probably it could, because it's, I think whenever you see a character enhance on a thing, it's generally only played in them. But it is a lot of stats on a 5 diff, right? So. Yeah, solid one.
I love it, and I think this might find a home in Gentle Criminal under Order. Could find a home in Hawks under Order.
Yeah, possibly.
Partners in Crime is our time-shifted card. A 2 cost 5 check with a +3 low block. There's a lot of low blocks. Partners in Crime has response, commit flip. After you play an attack that shares at least 2 symbols with your character, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order.
Yeah, I mean, stacking deck's always a powerful thing, right? Jiro's been doing that for 2-3 years, so.
And then enhance, commit one, discard momentum. Your rival discards momentum, which is decent momentum hate.
Yeah.
And then we get another Younger to go. Now I have seen from other people, and I am waiting on an official answer, but it looks like time-shifted cards are all non-foil regardless of their rarity.
Yeah, I think, and don't quote me on this, the 5 retro ones might be foil, but
Yes, the retro reprint ones are.
Yeah, so effectively they're like the ultra rare version of the reprint slot.
Adaptable Anatomy, Deadly Claw, I Am the Dragon, Cruel Intent, Display of Power, Ojiginiri Plant Grasp, Keiko Support, which is going to be a cool one, Acrobatic Leap Kick, Borrowed Energy. Then we have another one of ours. We're doing well with ours.
Yeah.
Roko Yukai Huddle. Enhance, commit, discard momentum, mill 3 cards, add 1 stun attack, mill this way to your hand. Seems cool. And Team Roko Yukai response. After your rival commits 1 or more foundations due to your effect, this attack gets +1 damage.
Yeah, so just a nice one in anyone that's doing stun in Team Roko, right? It's free stats, and then at some point you can try and dig for an attack. So
then we have 16 instantaneous slashes, which is a Hihei card. It's a 5 mid, 3 check, 5. Sorry, it's a 5 cost, 3 check, 5 mid, 5 with Hihei enhance. If you have exactly 16 cards in your discard pile, this attack is unblockable. Very specific.
Yeah.
First enhance.
It's like the memes, right?
First enhance. If this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each of your momentum. Seems decent.
Yeah, so it could be either big stats or it could be unblockable.
First enhance, your next check to play an attack gets +X, which X equals your momentum. And then we have our time-shifted, non-playable rare in standard, which is Yusuke Urameshi.
Oh, so it's we got the character.
We got a character, yeah.
Nice. And that's foil, right? Again,
it's foil, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's our time shifted, which is the
I did see like a hint of the blue hair, and I was like, "Did we get a Kurobara Chrome? I'm gonna cry if we got a Kurobara Chrome. I hate Kurobara." Now we got Yusuke Urameshi, a 7-hander with 22 health. I love the design of this card altogether. The laid back, more chill Yusuke than in his team leader picture, and we got like the lovely Kanji on the side.
Yeah.
Enhance, once per turn, the next card you try to play this turn gets -1 difficulty or -1 to its block modifier for each resource symbol it shares with your character. Seems decent.
Mm-hmm.
Remove 1 card from your discard pile with the word spirit in its name. This attack gets +2 or -2 damage. So again, spirit tribal.
Yeah. So that's our retro sort of reprint. So that's what they look like. Obviously, I like the fact they've sort of pushed the boat out in terms of design for those, and just tried something a little different and made them sort of pop.
100%. They look really, really cool, and it does make me wonder why the other rares and URs that have been time shifted aren't foil. But hopefully, we'll get an answer as to why that's the case, because it'd be really cool.
I think it's just to make those ones more special, right? So.
Yeah, but they could have just done the basic following like we've got with ours. 45% power, kind-hearted, fearsome transformation, spirit sword swipe, master of drunken fighting. I'm really sad that XRs are gone, because I tried to XR out all the Chew stuff because it was our first reveal. Out of reach, cursed ice breath, lively defense, Psycho's gamble. This is the best friend of Twisting Gazelle Inferno. Before we get onto our rare, I'm just going to answer back alley from the chat. We're going to go over the best characters for sealed and draft on Sunday when we do our kind of tier list, and we'll have some. We're going to have some opinions on this. I've got one that I have in mind, but it's more for psychological reasons. But we'll go over that on Sunday, so feel free to... We will start streaming the same time on Sunday, but that will be a tier list stream.
Yeah. So we'll just... So that we'll talk more about, the sealed event and possibly a little draft and just sort of what we can expect and, how to sort of prioritise things.
So Spirit Gun Mega, very bright card. 6 cost, 2 check, 0 high block, which is also always very good. A 6 mid for 7, charge, powerful 4 ranged. First enhance. The first enhance on the card is discard 1 card, add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand, and enhance if this attack deals damage, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
That is a card. It's a mid, so it's the most blockable, but if it deals any kind of damage, you draw 2 cards, and you just get to pick up another attack.
Yeah, it's certainly big numbers, right?
Yeah, it is very big numbers. Our time-shifted card is Crimson Sparrow. A 2 cost, 5 check, card pool response. After your attack deals damage, ready 1 foundation that has not been ready this combat phase. Enhance, discard 1 card, this attack gets +1 or -2 damage. This has air. This goes into a Chaco 4. So you'd be readying a few on hit.
Yeah.
That's not fair. that doesn't seem very fair at all. That you can just play without the need of progressive difficulty. And we get a Buoy as our character. For those who are not aware of what Buoy does, you destroy 1 ready face-up foundation to build the top 2 cards of your deck face down. He's a 5-hander, so building out is very good. But it's the form commit. Your next attack gets +X, where X is the total number of your face down foundations. So you can give someone +10/+10.
Yeah.
10 face downs. And you're like, oh, that's not too bad. I could still block a 15/15. You can't, because it has Earth, which means they can then go welcome to Spaceland and go, let's end the enhanced step and make it unblockable. And you go, and people, I guarantee you, people are gonna top off that combo alone. When they get
again, he does big numbers, right?
He does big numbers. Tornado Charge, Battle Aura.
And that's a theme from this set, is there's a lot of big dunks and big numbers being flung around, but there's also answers.
Steel Muscle Explode. I don't know how you answer that apart from with Action Hate. Banshee Shriek Slash. Drunken Uppercut, one of our cards. Just a decent 5 low for free with powerful 3. Frightening Calm. Beautiful Energy Blast. Enormous Ass. Bending Blade. Spirit Slash is...
It looks like an ultra rare peeking out from the back.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. I think that's our time shifted one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the keyword safe in it. It's time shifted. 4 cost, 4 high for 4. Static ability. After this card leaves your card pool during the combat phase, build the top card of your deck face down. If you have more face down foundations than your rival, this attack gets +2 speed, +1 damage. A 0 high block, Fury safe weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't share symbols with Bakugo, but it does share water with Asui 3.
Yeah, and if you've got ways of clearing, then it does the thing, right? Obviously, you just need to have ways of clearing.
Exactly. Toya is our character, and then we got... Hey! This also seems to be like a nice little theme that seems to go on. You get a character, then you get there you are. Ice Sword Execution. It's a 5 cost, 3 check, 5 high for 5 with a 2 high block. Name 1 foundation. Commit all copies of that foundation is its first enhance. That just seems decent.
Yeah, like if you can snipe 2 things on their stage with that, like that's gonna be good, right? Obviously, I believe it is symmetrical, so if you happen to be sharing stuff, then you will commit your own with it.
Yeah, you commit your own stuff as well, so that's the big drawback.
Something to bear in mind.
And discard momentum. If this attack discard momentum, this attack gets +5 damage and freeze 1 rival foundation.
Yeah, again, big numbers, stun. like
5
selective
high
stun.
for 10. That basically goes, you don't get your best thing back. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Some decent picks so far.
Mm.
Master of 1,000 Faces, 45% power, kind-hearted, Master of Drunken Fighting, out of reach, Drunken Uppercut, Tornado Fist, flash attack, 60% power, Demon Energy Manipulation. Then we move on to our rare for this pack, which is Mashio Concealment, Ally Unique, 2 cost, 5 check, 3 mid block, response commit. After your rival plays an ability on a foundation, cancel it. A Team Mashio Enhance. This attack gets -1 or -1 speed or +1 damage. Only playable if you have the Team Mashio trait.
Yeah. So again, one thing that is a sort of a theme from this set, like a mini theme, is there's a lot more cancels than maybe we've been used to in the My Hero format. So that's something to bear in mind, is that there's now in that sort of level of interaction of, oh, you are relying on this key enhance or response or what have you. Nah, I say no.
I'm also loving the increase in symbols, because now it's 4 symbols, and I think this is going to be great going into a meta where overhaul is still very prevalent with maximum overhaul. Just being able to go, yeah, no, you don't get to pick anything up, seems really cool.
Does it not say non-character?
Oh, sorry, it says on a foundation.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of foundations that still do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Like, cancels are good.
Time shift is Tiger Scream. It's a 2 check with a 6 cost, 1 mid block, 3/6, ranged, safe, stun 1. If you have 30 or more cards in your discard pile, this attack gets -1 difficulty. It has a Byakko Enhance, which is mill 4. This attack gets +X damage. X equals the total printed difficulty of cards milled this way.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. These are gonna be huge, and I think Byakko is gonna be pretty good as well. Actually,
enhance, flip one of your rival foundations. This just goes hard into, like, I could see Endeavor 3 running this.
Possibly. Although the mill for damage is Byakko only, right?
It is, but I mean, you're still looking at, if you've got your -1 difficulty.
Yeah, I don't think, unless you can do that, it doesn't really justify the 2.
Well, I mean, under Endeavor alone, it's a 5/6. If you've cycled, it becomes a 5/9.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's still not good enough for the 2 for him. I think you have to be able to do the Byakko thing.
And then we get a Karasu as our character.
Apologies if you can hear that in the background, which is my dog snoring.
So let's... Settling Old Debts, Adaptable Anatomy, Deadly Claw, Thinking on the Fly, Arena Stone Toss, Demon Plants. Hate this card. I hate it so much. Deadly Ruthlessness, Call of the Reaper, Paying the Cost, and then... Oh, this card's art goes hard. Devastating Swing. Look at that art. 5 cost, 3 check, 3 mid for 7, 2 high block with powerful 3 as a weapon. Enhance. If you have more face downs than your rival, this attack gains stun 2.
Yeah. So again, as long as you're, building those face downs and stuff, like, again, it's just big damage, right? And if you can get that stun 2, it's like a 5 mid for 7.
Exactly.
So it's just a bit of a sort of a stat monster.
Our time shifted card is Reborn Human. This card does not count towards progressive for attacks. Response: if this attack deals damage, gain 1 health. So after an attack deals damage, gain 1 health. So you can block with it, and then just be like, yeah, cool.
Gain some chip health back.
I'm gonna very slowly die.
Well, this is like energy absorption, right? Whatever it
But
was.
energy absorption is when your attack deals damage. This is when an attack deals damage.
Okay, so yeah, but very, very similar sort of in theme.
You could play both because they both have life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit nuts. And then we have Kurama Yoko Unleashed, who just says, commit, remove one character from your stage. After your rival plays an attack or action, yeet it from the card pool and cancel its effects.
Yeah. Again, cancels are good. I think he's going to be good.
He's going to be great. And then you've got your attack, your rival adds the top card of their deck to their card pool face down.
Yeah. And everyone breathes a sigh of relief that Tongue Whip is rotating.
Yes, but he has life, and so does that Center Coil that does a similar thing but needs a momentum cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I 100% expect to see Kurama topping events very quickly. I Am the Dragon, Master of Ice, Diving Phoenix Crush, Quick Recovery, Bamboo Training Slash, Cruel Intent, Double Sword Style, Tornado Fist, 60% Power, Warped Pleasure. The eyes.
So who is that?
That is Karasu.
Okay. Again, I've not seen the show yet, so I don't necessarily recognise some of the characters on here. So yeah, just
So this is Karasu with his itty bitty little glasses that do nothing.
okay.
It's a 2-cost 5 check plus 2 high block unique. Once per turn, your turn, players with 6 or more foundations destroy 1 foundation.
Okay. Yeah.
If your rival has 10 or less health, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Yeah, no, that just punishes your opponent for already struggling.
Yeah. Again, he's very much just wanting to keep everyone at 6, right? So
yeah. And now we have the great meme card of Sword Get Longer.
Yeah.
So Sword Get Longer is a 6 costs free check 2 mid block with 6 speed and 6 damage, with a good enhance of build the top X cards of your deck face down, where X equals 8 minus your hand size. It's a Desperation 4 safe weapon.
Okay, so you can realistically build 3 at most on this.
Yeah, you build 3 as a 5-hander and 1 as a 7-hander.
Yeah, okay.
So essentially, if you check a 5, you're replacing the 1 you committed.
Yeah.
Do you know who loves this card?
Who?
Ball Might.
Yeah.
Ball Might loves this card. He gets to build 2 foundations, gets to give it 2 speed, and gets to draw 2.
Yeah,
no one's blocking an 8 mid for 6 early on.
Yeah.
Well, not reasonably anyway. Then we have Murder Clown, beautiful Suzuki himself. I don't want him tracking me down because he is a Murder Clown. So beautiful Suzuki has enhanced discard 1 card, draw 1 card. Commit, you may try to block this attack with the top card of your discard pile. And response tenacious, after you take damage, ready this card. It's a 627 health on all Chaos and Void, and I cannot wait to run Petty Squabble in this.
Yeah, he'll be good with Petty.
Petty Squabble breaker mid blocks all the way down. Unless you're playing mid attacks, I will sit here and take damage and keep drawing cards.
Yeah, again, one of those characters of he just needs to work out how to actually kill someone, right?
Yeah, he doesn't do the damage thing, but luckily there are so many heavy hitting cards in this set. He doesn't need to do the damage thing.
Yeah.
Yep, he gets to play Rejuvenating Smash. Gets to play Rejuvenating Smash all day. Thanks to that lovely Chaos. Master of Ice. Diving Phoenix Crush. Shinobi Prodigy. Resting Up. Glimpse of the Past. Ice Sword Slash. Arm of the Ape. Elemental Advantage. Cursed Ice Breath. Genkai's training is our time-shifted one?
Yeah, so as you'll notice, this doesn't have a block on it. That is not a reprint because it's, a misprint. That's just because it's a reprint one, and sometimes the old cards didn't have blocks on it. So you cannot block with this card.
Commit if you try to block an attack with a card that shares at least 2 resource symbols with your character, the block mod becomes 0. Tenacious, discard 1 momentum, ready this foundation. So as long as
Good
you've
on
got
offense, good on defense.
yeah, it's an amazing defense card. Not great for sealed because you're not always guaranteed to have at least 2 symbols matching your character. But if you can find ways of guaranteeing momentum, such as Toga 3 on death, you can sit there and block with 0 block modifier.
Yeah.
We have Genkai as our character. Genkai seems a little bit nutty. 6-hander with 27 health.
Interesting.
If this attack deals damage, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an attack, add it to your hand. Discard 1 card. This attack gets plus X or minus X damage. X equals the block modifier of the discarded card. Yeah, no, that just seems great.
Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be games with her where you just hit like foundation on the top of your deck, and yeah, sure
but then you just get to keep discarding cards and giving minus X with all those foundations.
Well, no, because you don't draw it, right? You only draw if it's an attack. I mean, I guess you confirm your check, but you really want to be drawing an attack when you hit, right?
True. I mean, I guess there are ways to because it doesn't say non-throw, so and there are ways with things like Final Smash and Living Spikes.
She's got a card that helps her stack her deck.
Yeah, you can stack the top of the card here, and then
there we go.
We get a UR alt art.
Oh, there! I don't see many of those open. So that's This is effectively replacing the XRs, right? So this is, and it's one of the good ones, right?
Nobody tell Chris Smith, he'll hunt me down.
Oh yeah, this is a Kurama one. Yeah,
this is a Kurama card. This is the Kurama card. This is what makes Ectoplasm reasonably playable now. 4 cost, 3 check, 5 high for 3 with enhance. If your rival has 2 more cards in the card pool, it gains 3 damage. And if this attack deals 3 or more damage, search your deck, discard pile, or remove from play for 1 copy of your starting character and build it.
Yeah.
It's an ally with Echo.
Yeah. This is just like an instant 4 of in Kurama, right?
Yeah. Kurama, Ectoplasm, it just it's a nasty. I played against Jeremy at the HLC with it, and he just was like agile drop, Rosewhip Barrage, Echo the Rosewhip Barrage. Like, you have to hold at least 2 high blocks. And you have to always block this because just getting your attack yeeted every single turn is not fun. Yeah.
And, obviously, hopefully we'll open another one in terms of like the normal ultra rare so you can compare it. But, that as that alt art looks very, very nice. And I think it's all of the team Yusuke ones.
Meshi, yes, I believe.
Yeah. That have like the alt arts.
Yes. I'm just grabbing a sleeve because this needs protecting because it's beautiful. There you go. But yeah, nobody tell Chris Smith. I don't want him hunting me down. And nobody tell Claxo either, because Claxo will also hunt me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 there. 6 here.
Okay. So yeah, the that side of the box was pretty good.
Yeah, that side was done. We got Alt Art UR. We got our time shifted Alt Art, which is still, these aren't guaranteed, so that's really good.
No, they are generally, I think, 1 per box, but not. Like,
and we got 3 URs, not including the Alt Art, so that's really cool.
Yeah. So we should still hopefully get a secret rare in here somewhere.
Hopefully. Final test. Beautiful card strike. Master of Wind. I'm going to move down a little bit. Beneath the Armor. So this is Buii's true form. Yoko form. Spirit Breaker. Lively Defense. Sako's Gamble. Beautiful Energy Blast. So we got another UI, it seems, because we now have our time-shifted card, the Dark Tournament Looms, which it does. It's next week.
Yes, it does indeed.
a 1-cost action with a 5 check with remove, add 1 card from your momentum to your hand to draw a card. So, it just replaces itself and then more. With Chaos, Earth, and Life, Twisting Azure is eating well with this coming back in.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, easy games for that.
It was a box topper, but now it's just a beautiful card. We got David's Spoil of Rinku.
Yo, boy.
And then underneath, SR Genkai's Guidance.
Nice.
So back-to-back beautiful cards. This is a 1-cost action with a 5 check, 3 low block modifier with first form, remove, discard 1 card, your rival discards 1 card, and response, destroy 3 foundations. After your rival plays an attack, remove it from the game.
Yeah. And it's nice, it's at response speed, so they don't even get like a first enhance. So just, use their attack.
If I've got this in my hand, I'm happily building to 13 and going, do it. Play your Vile Seizing. See how well that goes for you.
Yeah.
And it's better than Decoy, because it literally just goes, no, I don't need momentum for it. I technically lose a card from my hand rather than stage. I lose 3 cards from a stage, but you don't get to draw a card. And that's the key. Fearsome Transformation, Tornado Charge, Battle Aura, Frightening Calm, Thinking on the Fly, Arena Tone Toss, Ogre Killer, Crowd's Darling, Twin Rose Toss. Then we move into another one of Kurama's cards. We've got the Ojing Plant Strike as our rare. 4 cost, 4 low for 4 damage, 3 check, 2 low block. Lots of low on here. Enhance. If this attack is not blocked, your rival loses 2 health. So, it does even more. And discard momentum. Search your deck for and discard for 1 copy of your starting character and build it.
Yeah. Yeah, he just wants to tell all those ways of getting his characters in, right? So
exactly. And again, it's a card that makes Ectoplasm a lot more playable.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 Eyes of Hihei is a 3-cost, 2 high block with a 5 check, not a 6 check anymore.
Yeah.
Under the new rules, it goes off the most recent printing. Commit, your rival reveals 1 random card in their hand. Look at the top card of both players' decks and change the zone of this attack.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know how good it is without playing it, right? It's one of those ones I don't know how, but you get to look at both checks. You get to at least know 1 card in the hand in terms of what block it is. It feels like I
definitely feel this is a 1 of, 2 of, and if you come across a 5-hander, you're sitting pretty. Because
it's like okay, I've got my 1 shot to get an attack in after this. My next attack, if it connects, I win. If it doesn't, okay, I can check on this previous attack. Is it likely to connect?
Yeah, it's one of those things for me.
It feels a little situational for a 3-diff, but it might be good enough. I don't know. Again, I need to sort of play with it to see.
It's one of the cards I'd love to see now that Midnight's out of rotation. I'd probably try running in a repeated smash Void deck because I can commit it, look what your block zone is, check my next check, and then ready it with repeated smash.
Yeah.
And then we've got Shishi Wakamaru as our next character. I think your promise of a guaranteed chrome is getting very thin.
Look, it's going to be in our seal pool, it's fine.
Seal muscle explosion, Banshee strike, Banshee Sheik strike, shriek slash, settling all debts, demon plants, quick recovery, bamboo chain slash, invincible body, double fist of the mortal flame, demonic teamwork, high spiritual awareness, Hihei the block hacker, and dimension sword. A 3 mid for 4 cost, enhance, mill 3, add 1 weapon card, mill this way to your hand, enhance, choose 1 foundation in your stage, this tag is +1 speed for each symbol that shares with your starting character, breaker 1 ranged weapon. That seems decent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's solid. Not one of the most exciting of the ultra rares, right?
I mean,
I guess whoever that.
if you have a foundation that shares all three symbols of your character, it's a 6 mid for 4.
Yeah, which is fine. Like it's fine. It's just like one of the least exciting of the ultra rares, I think.
Hawk's weapons could be a thing, yes. Give me 1 second.
Oh, we got some.
So, we have to go a bit faster because Flynn's now starting to push the boundaries out. We had an agreement that he could stay in his room and keep watching TV, but he keeps edging closer and closer to coming back into the room, and it's after 10.
Okay, well maybe we won't do the sealed pool thing today then, and we'll talk more about sealed on Sunday.
Steel muscle explosion, Banshee Chic slash, Salinol debts, demon plants, quick recovery, bamboo training slash, Genkai spirit shotgun, finger daggers, body memorization. Ooh, we haven't got a time shifted card this time. Eden Box. So Eden Box is an asset with a 2-cost 5 check. Unique. Commit. Return this attack to its printed speed and damage. Return it to its printed attack zone. And if it was unblockable, it is no longer unblockable. Get wrecked, Mount Lady.
Yeah. Again, it's a reset. It's good.
Yeah, it's a full reset.
And one thing you'll find is there's plenty of assets now. I think people should stop overlooking. Like, this is a very good asset.
This is 100% at least a one-of in sideboards on these symbols because with how much, like I said, there's so many big bad attacks. Just being able to go, yeah, no, that's back to printed. Deal with it.
Yeah.
We have Beautiful Suzuki, and then we have an XR Hihei Dragon Within.
Yeah, there we go. So, in theory, XR characters are roughly one a box, and that's what we've been seeing so far from these openings. And speaking of which, obviously go check out all the other content creators that have been kindly given these boxes by UBS Games. So,
I believe the Dobbers just uploaded. They opened 6 packs and did a seal pool, and then went from there. But yeah, this is Tenacious. Lose 1 health. This attack gets +1 or -2 speed. Commit. After your rival plays a block, seal and discard it. Return this attack to its printed speed and damage, and they may try to block again. So I imagine this is going to get a day one.
Poker. Like his pokes are just very potent, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm throwing an attack out. Is this just a poke? Is this part of a string? Are you going to block twice with this? Like, yeah.
So what I like with this is it discourages your opponent from messing with your speed and damage.
Yeah.
Because you just get to reset them, and I think that's very, very cool. I think what we'll do is we'll do these last 2 packs, and then we'll do these on Sunday as part of our seal pool.
Yeah, that works for me. We can open the Chrome on Sunday. That's fine.
Yeah, because like I said, we're going quite long. We're probably going to be the longest that I've owned because we like just looking at all the cards and talking about all the cards. We can talk for hours about a blank card.
Yeah.
Adaptable Anatomy, Deadly Claw, I Am the Dragon, Cruel Intent, Display of Power, Plant Grasp, Dr. Team Ichigaki, Yusuke Spirit Wave, Set the Record Straight, the Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love. We haven't got the meme card yet of I'm old Yusuke, but
we haven't.
It's a 3-cost 5 check, 2 high block. Tenacious. Destroy. After your rival plays a non-character ability that cancels your enhance or responsibility, cancel it.
Yeah, so this is our first cancel.
Yeah. And commit seal one rival Death, Evil, or Void Foundation.
Yeah, so
I can't wait to get to the point where someone's got 2 incredible displays down and they go like, action, you go cancel, they go response cancel, you go response cancel, they go response cancel.
Yeah.
You're like, ah! And
yeah, it's sort of a side print to Irrefutable.
Beast Summoning is our time shifted card, a 4-cost free mid for 5. With lose 4 health, add 1 copy of Beast Summoning from your discard pile to your hand. So it's kind of like Merciless Barrage.
Relentless. So yes, it's very similar to Relentless Barrage, except it doesn't have the combo requirements, right?
Yeah. And but you also lose double the health.
Yeah.
And if you have 30 or more cards in your discard pile, ready 1 foundation with a printed difficulty 3, 4, or 5 that has not been ready to this combat phase. So this is going to be very good with HUD foundations.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got stun 1, and yeah, it seems pretty decent. Our character is Kuru Motomatu, the armor guy. And the last pack we're going to open today. And we're going to come back and open these on Sunday as part of our prep for the Wish tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Master of Ice, Diving Phoenix Crush, Shinobi Prodigy, Resting Up, Glimpses of the Past, Ice Sword Slash, Malefic Grenade, Childlike Appearance, Aura Slam, Chorus of 1,000 Skulls. Love this art.
Yeah.
7.
And it is definitely a 7/2.
7 diff, 4 low for 8 damage, 2 check, 1 mid block with enhance. You may remove a weapon card from your card pool to pay for its echo cost. So you could be playing this on an 8. Wakamaru response. After you make a check to play this card, if you try to play 2 or more copies of this card this turn, your check gets +2. So
yeah.
On the echo, you get +2 to the check.
So I guess the play pattern here is it you play a weapon, you then Shishiwakamaru form. So you play a weapon, Shishiwakamaru form.
Pass it,
auto, doesn't matter it's on 8, I just auto pass it, echo it, then remove the previous weapon.
So it comes in at a 7, you check the 5, and you just pass it.
Yeah.
That's Magical Christmas Land, of course, but that's pretty decent.
I mean, not really. Even if you've got a momentum, right? You can just, okay, I'll play on a 7 and I'll play on a 5, right? But just playing one weapon attack and then this isn't really Magical Christmas Land. It's more just, it's only doable in him.
Yeah, it's very only doable in him. And the chance that you could still check a 2 on your first one, but 2 checks and 1 checks really do matter in this set.
There's plenty of good ones.
Yeah, Keiko's Aid. Flip after you block an attack, your rival's next check. Your rival's next attack gets +2 difficulty. So not +2 to their check, like what Santai and other ones do. +2 difficulty, which is not as easy to get around.
Yeah.
And then, yay, we're finishing on our boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Choo! He does dumb things. So, we have 6 packs left. I think the best thing to do with the 6 packs is save them till Sunday.
Yeah.
Where we can go over as part, we can do our tier list, then go into the last 6 packs, then go into our then do our sealed tier list.
Yeah. So I mean, we can talk like I said, we'll talk about the characters and do like a sort of a guide to the sealed thing, because obviously there's a bit more riding on it for this one. Usually as the pre-release, I'd just say just YOLO it, play whatever, have fun, play all the cool cards. That's not really true for this one. You do really want to win them, which is it's a good and a bad thing. Like I like the fact the pre-releases are quite casual. But yeah, so yeah, it sounds like Brett's got to go sort some stuff out his end. So
unfortunately, my partner's in Washington for Katsucon, but we got some very cool cards just in the first half of the box.
Yeah, I mean, we got the 3 big hits, right? We got the retro reprint, we got the secret rare, and then we got the alternate art.
We got the secret rare, we got the Rose Whip Barrage, we got the Hihei, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. URs, so there should technically still be 2 in here.
Yeah, unless the alt-art takes a spotted one, I don't know.
I can't imagine it would, but that's. I mean, seeing as these aren't guaranteed, the overtime. This is a very good pull so far.
Yeah.
I'm very hyped to see what's in here, and if we get a Chrome, I'm just saying that's going to be nuts with the fact we also got this.
Yeah. And then we just take both of those, and then we go rinse Chris, don't we?
Yes, I said that no one to tell him, but I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to send it to him on Discord in a minute.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good place to end it here.
Yeah.
For those of you watching, please do come back on Sunday, where we will be then going into our sealed pool, and we'll be talking tier lists. Everyone loves tier lists. They're probably like our most reacted to videos.
So yeah, thanks everyone in Twitch for watching along. Obviously everyone on YouTube, again, thank you for watching. Click all the buttons, the like, subscribe, comments, and do all the things.